I'm really excited about tonight. We've got somebody that's on here. His name is Danny Almeida. He's been with us for years and years. He really has been, one of the top sales producers. I believe he was a top sales rep 2019 and 2020. Really stand-up guy, friend of mine. We've hung out outside of work a few times. We've gone to several winner's circles, in December that we do every year. I know that he's really capitalized on owning his life. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce him and get this ball rolling. Danny, can you hear me, sir? You got to unmute yourself.
Good morning. How you doing, Nick? How are you?
Good morning, man. It's like 8 o'clock at night.
Hey, so it's morning for me. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I appreciate you taking the time, man, to jump on here and kind of share your story. You're out there killing it. I mean, every time you and I talk, you're out there with a merchant, you're getting deals, and you've been doing that for years and years. So I just want to introduce everybody to you and introduce yourself. So tell us a little bit about Danny, your background, where you came before Easy Pay, and kind of how you got started. Give us like the rundown, man.
Hey, Nate, well, absolutely, man. I'm actually originally from Venezuela, so I'm fully bilingual. I went to FIU, Florida International University, got my bachelor's long time ago, man. Before that, I would mention that I live down in Miami, so this is the Sunshine State, baby.
Yeah, man, the Sunshine State. All right, it's beautiful down here.
Yeah, it is indeed. So, just want to mention, I actually, after graduation, I did a few corporate jobs. I worked at Comcast for years. I was sales representative. I was the first one that actually started the bilingual call center in the United States. So I was part of that. Yeah, the induction of the business for Comcast. I saw the whole thing coming, and right now look where they are. But yeah, that's not what we're talking about here, man. We're talking about.
I didn't even know that about you. That's even more exciting.
Yeah, actually, yeah. After that, I did other jobs. I worked for local offices. The last one I worked at, it was an accounting firm. So that's how I met Joe. So that was back in 2000, I think 2017. So I was the business developer back on that office, and it took me a while to figure things out because nothing was working my way, man. I was like, man, I had no time for me. I'm making no money. I was just looking for more, avenues to make more money. So I met Joe out of the blue, man. Just to be honest, I was going to a lot of networking events, and I met Joe. He was at a table. I put my car, and out of the sudden, he called me. He just like, you know what, you won $50. So yeah, he just called me, came to my office. You know, I know he has something on it, but I talked to him about what I was doing. So he said, "Why don't we do this? Why don't you quit your job right away?" I was like, "No, man, you're crazy. I can do this." So he was very persuasive about coming to me. He was coming to me many times. So I was able to see things a little bit because I was very square about things. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this thing, maybe not. I don't know. But that year, man, on December, I was fired, man. I was saying the 23rd December, I had no job. And I don't know. I called Joe out of the no blue, man. I'm like, Joe, he called me. What's up, Danny? What are you doing? Like, man, they just fired me, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, man, that's the best thing you can do. You can work right now. You actually you can start right away, man. I'm like, oh my God, you're right, man. Let's do it. So that's how I get started on the business, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how I got started, man. I got only $1,000 saved, and I can't believe, man, what I have done with $1,000 on savings, dude. Like that money was worth it for me.
Absolutely. So you had that 9 to 5 mentality, and obviously you talked to Joe. You met him prior. You didn't get involved. What were you doing specifically before? So you said that you had gotten fired, and then you reached out to Joe and got started. Where what were you doing right
I mean,
before
I
that
didn't
whole?
reach out. No, I didn't reach out to him. He reached out to me out of the blue. I'm like, man, this is a call. I don't know why he was calling me out of the blue. He was calling me to see again when I was gonna come aboard. Like, what are you doing? When you coming? Like, dude, I have to do it because I have no job right now. It's like, good man, so you can start right now.
So you said, okay, I'm gonna go from this 9 to 5 stock mentality, and you saw the potential for residuals and kind of how that would go. So you know how has that really changed your life? How has
Oh
that
man,
really opened up doors?
yeah, it's a big change. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I can't believe it. It just, I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna put this on my words, you know, on this testimony, but it's a 360 change. I can't think, that this is the best decision I ever made in my life, for real.
What
Coming
was it?
from
What is
me,
it? Was it
it's
a tough decision to go from like, okay, I got this secure job to, okay, I'm gonna go out like commission only? Was it like a tough transition for you mentally? And you
I'm
know,
actually, I don't know about me speaking personally about how I see things, but yeah, I mean, I'm always looking, I'm always hungry, man. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this thing doesn't work. I can do something else. I have nothing to lose. Looking at that back on, tracing back on 2000 and that December, that was the best thing I can ever do because, like I was saying before, I was not in the position to lose. So if I didn't have something secure, I was like, you know what? I had nothing to lose. Why not do it? So I did it.
absolutely, man. That's awesome. So what was that transition, man? So you started off, I have nothing to lose mentality, and you're gonna go in, and then the
Correct,
next
man.
year you're at the winner's circle meeting down in Miami, and enjoying it up, starting to own your life, and what was that transition period from? Okay, I'm just gonna test the waters. Like what was the transition to get from that mentality? So the mentality wise, from okay, I'm on salary, this is what I'm comfortable with, to okay, I can do this. What was that transition period? How did that go for you to just really honestly go all in with this?
Well, I don't know, man, but I gotta go get a mentality. So if I'm going in, I'm going all the way in. I'm like, you know what? I There's nothing secure. Like my father told me a long time ago, and he's like, Danny, I mean, you can have a degree, many degrees, but that's not gonna secure where you want to go. Like you have to do what you gotta do. So I just do. I thought, and I looked at it, Joe, man. You know what? He's a very good example. I mean, Joe, started from nothing. He told me the story of his life. You know what? I'm like, you know what? This guy is very I gotta look out for this guy because there's somebody I can follow the steps. So I when I did it my way, but it takes out of you a lot of time because sometimes, I mean, I don't want to lie to you, Nick. I will come at night, and I believe, man, the first month was back of 2017. People were calling me, "Are you crazy? What am I gonna? Are you crazy? What if I can't do this to me? You crazy? Get out of here! Nobody's gonna, listen to you, whatever." So it took a lot out of me, but you know what? I always believe there was something, and there's something, looking forward. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was days, man. I even had to go to the doctor, man, because my jaw, like I had some jaw problems I never had in my life, for real, man. So yeah, it was a little nerve breaking in the beginning, but I knew, man, I knew this is something everybody needed it, and everybody has to do it. Like everybody has to process credit cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you had all these people that are like doubting you and saying, "Oh, you just need to get another job." Like, what part of the business said, you know what, I just need to do this. This is the right solution. This is where I need to keep
I
going.
listen. Look, I listen to some advice. Why don't you get a job? Are you sure you're gonna go the right way? You know what I mean? So people were telling me, why don't you look for a job? This is taking too much out of your time. Look, you're getting sick. I don't know why you're doing this. I was like, you know what? Thank you for not thank you. That helped me a lot, man. To really listen to people telling me you have to look for a job, dude. That was a very that was like my motivation. Fuck this, man. It's so real, man. I gotta go get more accounts. Go out.
Just more accounts, more accounts, more accounts. That's awesome, man. I I respect your story so much. You came up, you lost your job from having a salary, a guaranteed, this is my income, to, just going out there and saying, you know what, this is the solution. So, the solution obviously is, instead of a salary, you traded a salary for residual income, right?
Best thing ever, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I did this. I did it before because I work like maybe like 3 to 4 months with my in-laws, my sister's husband, and I mean, I kind of like it, but they were really shady. So they even fired me. I got a promotion. They fired me in 2 days. So that's how good the company was, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
out. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Maybe that was the point that I got to test waters with another company too. So that was another company that I kind of recruited me through another agent, and it's local merchant company too. So yeah, they didn't same thing. They didn't promise what I was promised, and they screwed me too. So you know what? I say, well, maybe the third is a charm. I don't know, man. I gotta try. I gotta keep trying. So there's a lot of companies out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. They'll say something and they'll take your money.
So you've tested the water with other companies before. So
Yes.
obviously, one of the most important things when you're working with a partner with merchant services, who's going to be running your things, what you tell a customer or what you tell a merchant actually has to come to fruition. What's been your experience with Easy Pay when you say it's going to be 25 a month, it's going to be 50 a month, it's going to be 90 a month,
They
whatever
love
it
it.
is? How's your experience been with the whole back end support system, and it being what it says? Because obviously that's probably the most important part. If you're pitching somebody, you want the bill to reflect what you're saying. So how's your experience been with Easy Pay in regards to backing up what you are pitching to a customer?
Oh man, it's terrific. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I got everybody's happy, satisfied, and I get referrals, man. I'm not gonna lie about referrals because I do get a lot of referrals and people love it. So
You're
yeah, it's a
killing the
referral business
referral.
right now, man. I can't believe how I don't know how you want to call it, but how the spider web can get bigger and bigger. But it's like, yeah, it's like a big network of people that is connected. And when you start connecting the dots, you can't believe how many people you meet during the process, man. It's being a very good experience, and you get to meet a lot of interesting people out there, like business owners.
Yeah, going out there, you hear the best stories, man. You're like, oh, this story, and then it ends up being the same story over and over again. I love it, man. Dude, your story is fantastic. I love the whole getting off the ground and everything like that. So I know that I've seen you at several of the winner circles, and this working with Easy Pay, getting the residuals and everything lined up, it's kind of allowed you to own your life, right? I know you do a lot of traveling, a lot of you know going around. Were you able to do that before when you were on salary? And kind of like,
No,
how's it changed? Like, what benefits do you get from this?
no way, Jose. When you're working for a company, you gotta ask for day off, get approval. Then, if you have sick days If you have vacation day, then you can take some time off. If not, you're not able, you get fired. So this is something totally different. And you can go anywhere, whenever, however you want to do it. I mean, last year, for example, I mean, I know during COVID, I don't know how big of an impact was for a lot of people. Do I got to travel more than ever because it was crazy. I couldn't believe how the COVID changed merchant services. So yeah, I got to travel, several times. I never did it before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did travel, some with with the company, but yeah, not like I did last year during COVID.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. So with that COVID, that's been a kind of a blight as well as a blessing. I mean, obviously with COVID, businesses are kind of trying to cut corners, and it's kind of been a spike selling the cash discount program, right? It's like people are more open to it because they're trying to save money.
totally. And now a lot of people using credit cards. So you got business owners. They might say, you know what, I do two, 3,000, I do 50,000. No, man, they're gonna do more because everybody's coming with more cards. So don't be surprised. You get somebody, oh, this is a, I don't know, 5,000, and then next day, you're sitting at a $20,000 account. So do not undermine the power of the people. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's getting like crazier with credit card transaction. It just everybody's using it more than ever.
And that's with all businesses. I mean, that's one thing I love about you. When you call me and you're like, or you call support, or you call into BusyPay, whatever the case is, you're like, oh, I've got this super unique business. So one of the things that I love about you that I think makes you really really good at this is, do you prejudge doors? You're like, oh no, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to go in there. So when you go out in the field, kind of like, what's your strategy?
I don't know, man. I just knock the door, talk, go right to the point. Sometimes, you gotta listen to them, listen to the story. I don't know. Sometimes you can even, I don't know, become friends. I guess. I don't know. This is how they like you, how you treat them.
Yeah,
Because it's their space. You gotta treat them with respect. You can't come in and I don't know. You just gotta have a good approach with people. This is a people business. We're not just going in and we talking. We selling a service. We're doing a service for people. We're helping them, but you gotta work with people at the same time. Remember,
absolutely.
don't forget about that. This is a people's business, and then yeah, I mean if they get to like you, they'll give you more business. It happens, man. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. It happens all the time.
Uh, so what do you mean more business? You talking about like the referrals and things like that? Once you
Yeah,
get the ball rolling, just kind of, hey, come over, talk to my boy Danny.
yeah. I'm actually, yeah, a lot of people just call me, I don't know, man, you're the merchant guy here. Come on, just, I need you, whatever. I got calls, man, out of the blue. Not gonna, it happens. It started happening back in 2018, December, because that year I grind very, very hard. That was the hardest year that I ever grind, 2018. Then at 2019, I think, I grinded very, very hard. I went everywhere like crazy. I was like, you know what? This is a
Just
year.
go
And
out
yeah,
there and close some deals.
and then COVID happened, I was like, damn, stop. And out of the blue, I just got people, refer me during COVID. I got to go everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome, man. That's awesome. So one of the biggest things that I'm really excited to ask you about, so when you first started, getting out there in the field, what was the biggest hurdle for you just to, say, okay, I'm going to get out there. What was the hardest part of just getting going? And what was the transition from getting going to getting like momentum and setting a good pace?
I guess time, dude. I don't know.
Just
I wanted,
time.
I wanted more time, but yeah, I mean, 9 to 6, 9 to 9, whatever. I was like, man, I was really excited, man, like really, really excited. And when you get doing something that you like and talk to a lot of people, there's a point that you get burned out. I get that. And that happens to everybody. But yeah, I mean, if you happen to have that point, because I got burned out, I think it was once, and I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I hit the wall, whatever. I don't know, man. I just had to maybe talk to someone, talk to Joe, you know, see things from another way, and then do something different, and and try, because everybody's gonna hit the wall eventually. So
Definitely.
yeah, that's happened to a lot, everybody that does sales. But
You kind of just go out there and you get those no's, and it's hard to just push through and keep that motivation. So definitely got to keep going and just push through the suck, right? That's kind of like the term that we use in the inner circle. So out of all the winner circle and owning your life and the travels and things like that, what's your favorite destination that you've gone in the U.S. that this process has unlocked for you?
well, I like, I don't know, because back in 2018, I think it was, we did a trip to California, the company. That was the first ever company trip I ever done in my life. So when Joe took me over, I was like, you know what? This is it, man. This is what I wanted to do. I actually got to travel. I never traveled, been to California. And I really, it opened my eyes to see things for, like really
Look at the
another perspective.
possibilities.
I was like, you know what? This is unbelievable. You know what? I can't see how big it is, but how good it is at the same time. But I made my mind, and as you know what, things gotta keep going, better, because if I can, one day, get to do something I really like, I can work, I can do anything, anytime, anywhere I go. So you can go either to, travel anywhere in the United States for vacation, and then next thing you know, you can have a deal.
Yep.
What I mean? I don't
Sign,
know.
signing deals on vacation.
Correct.
Yes.
That was a work vacation because I enjoy it. I did close the deal. You know what I mean? A couple of deals over there.
Oh yeah, man. I've heard the stories. I wasn't with you on that one, but I've heard the stories. You're out there having fun, riding dune buggies, or hiking. You do a lot of Spartan races, right?
Oh
Go
yeah,
out
yeah.
there and run into a gas station and they've got an issue with their terminal, and the next morning you come back and you're like, oh yeah, boom, let's get you set up, and boom, it's like $150,000 account, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm on vacation. I just signed a huge deal that's going to be huge residuals.
Crazy, crazy as
It's
it sounds, but yeah, things happen because it happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm I'm very right now. I'm very open to things that if you're, you ask the universe or something, it can happen that you want. It really happens to you. You just gotta be very, I believe, you know, welcome into things. I mean, you have to be grateful too. You just can't be, uh, taking things for granted, because it's gonna happen to you. But you have to be humble. You have to keep things. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not. I can. I enjoy things and I do things my way, but I'm not. I'm very easygoing, guy. So I'm not the type of guy that is gonna be, what? Oh, even though you want to make money, I'm not bragging about it. I'm always trying to accomplish more. If it happens someday that
yeah,
I can just brag about, oh, I have a Ferrari in my car, my backyard,
yeah,
whatever. But I don't know. I'm not that type of guy, dude. I'm always, I don't know, very,
humble.
yeah, very
Yeah.
humble about things, dude. So
I gotcha. So you've got this book of business built up, and you obviously have a good base of your book of business, your residuals, and things like that. What are your goals for 2020 or 2021? Because right now you're pretty much on pace to be within the top 3 sales reps in the company.
right.
What are your goals to end out? I guess we'll kind of make it shorten it down. What is like your normal monthly goal when you go out there after you've got that baseline, that experience? What's your goals?
Well, I always when I go out there and talk to people, like I say, I'm not shooting from the hip, but I'm trying to right now what I'm trying to accomplish, and I'm hitting my doors like always, and I'm trying to always get more processing volume because I know right now, even though some people, are getting a little bit affected by COVID because things are changing a little bit for some businesses. I mean, I'm trying to get my book of bit like the processing. I'm trying to get, I want to see if I can go get bigger volume on it. So maybe once I follow up on big accounts, maybe, twice to 3 times a week because I have those saved. And even though, you know what I mean, it takes time to go to, to sign them. I try to, I'm trying to go and focus on those accounts. I'm also looking out there for, your, you know, which call your local, because I do focus on a lot of local, which call like convenience stores right now, supermarkets. I have a group of people doing that. But like I said before, processing volume and new businesses too. So I'm trying
Gotcha.
to do that. Going in, yeah, I'm trying to like. I have a way. You can go, online. You can go to your local, which you call.
So,
Uh,
so in a nutshell, you're just trying to grow the residual more. That's your goal.
Correct. I'm trying to very looking because some of the people that you work, they have processing right now. They might be looking for new businesses. So I always follow up with them. Always
Okay.
be come back to their business maybe once, twice a month, like once or twice if they need help on their processing, see how the things are going because this is the time they opening more business. So I'm focusing on those. Those are my goals right now. Follow up,
Awesome.
follow ups, and then go out and get, your go out and get your accounts like always.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that, man. Go out and get your accounts. So you go out and you hit new doors, on a daily basis. You make new contacts. That's huge. So, you have a lot of experience in the business. If you had to give any suggestions to somebody that's just brand new, whether they have sales experience or not sales experience, what would you say is like the most important thing that a sales rep can bring to the table that they can do to be successful quickly?
Go out and get it, man. That's all it is.
Go
Don't
out and get it.
don't grind it, dude. That's
Yes.
it. Just do it. That's it. Just go out and do it. There's nothing else.
Just get out there and talk to people, right?
Yeah. And then yeah, have a little bit of patience. And one of the things I don't know, it's a little personal, but yeah, you have to little have with my girlfriend. I have patience right now, so I don't know. You need to have patience. It's like a woman. Yeah, you go in your business. I don't want to be offended if it's a woman listen to the call. Yeah, same thing with your man. It's patience because this is a business. It's not gonna take overnight. It's not. You're not gonna make millions of dollars overnight. I mean, but
but
it's gonna
but
take
you
some
can
time.
also go out there and sign deals in a week and do one-stop closes and make some money right there, right then and there that week, right?
Correct. But yeah, the most important thing about business, is I would say the turnover. I mean, if you have, God bless, if you have a family that have, I don't know, $1 million business that you can do this for them and saving a lot of money. you're good set in a good pace. But I mean, if you don't have that advantage, I will call because I mean, no, I don't know if anybody on this phone call has a family-owned business that processing millions of dollars, and you can save in thousands of dollars. I mean, you have to grind really hard, and you have to have patience and go out and do it because that's what it takes, man. I mean, a lot of patience, confidence, and just go and be grateful, man. Because I mean, if it wasn't for Joe, I wouldn't be here, man. For real.
It's awesome, man. I appreciate the time that you spent to get on here, Danny. You're obviously a rock star in the business, and I love working with you. And my favorite trip that I've done with you is down in Miami to that Mexican restaurant where we got the surf and turf with lobster and that big rib of steak, and took the families out. That was so much fun. Danny, I love working with you, man. I appreciate you being on here and taking the time out tonight.
Cool, man. The one thing I want to tell everybody, I mean, once you're on the right path, and because you're gonna be, things go on your way. You have a lot of freedom. Just enjoy it because, hey, don't take anything for granted. I mean, of what I say, but if you die, you're not gonna take anything to your graves. That's what I.
Go out and own your life, right?
Yeah, you gotta own and enjoy it. You have to have a little fun. So, hey, why not? I mean, you gotta spoil yourself, have some fun, go and do stuff that you like because I mean, you're not gonna take anything in your grave.
Absolutely, man. Well, I appreciate you jumping on the call, man. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you and wrap the call up. So I will obviously I talk to you often. I'll probably chat with you tomorrow, and then we'll catch up, man. I appreciate you getting on the call.
All right, sounds good, man. And last thing, I mean, just to tell everybody, if and Nick is very helpful. I mean, whatever you guys need, just call Nick. He's a very good leader, and the company overall, man, it's very, it's more than you can think of. They're like family, and Joe is more than it's more than a partner. He's my friend too. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate that shout out.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, have a good night, man. So yeah, guys, that was Danny. Longtime vet with Easy Pay. Super good experience. He's been with us for a long time. The residuals, changed his life. Enabled him to travel around. Go experience things with his family that he wasn't able to experience before. And he came from a salary background, and he just took that chance, took that leap of faith, and went out there and made things happen. So I'm really excited for that story to be shared with you guys. And when it comes to residuals, go out there and get your deals. The biggest thing that I took away from Danny was just get out there and grind. Be a hustler. Go out there and work as hard as you can. Talk to as many people as you can and make as many contacts as you can. And, it'll just fall into place. Deal after deal after deal results in, residual after residual after residual. And ultimately you unlock your life. So, you get to the point to where you can just take 3 or 4 days off or a week off, and you can go up to, a Spartan race, or go to California, or come to the winter circle. And you don't have to worry about that weekly salary income. So really good story, guys. I appreciate everybody that's on the call that joined us tonight. A few of you guys had some questions. Shoot me over a text or email, and I'll cover all those questions that you guys have. Other than that, guys, that's going to wrap up the call. I don't want to take too much of your time tonight. I will see you guys at the top and talk to most of you tomorrow.